What's up guys, how's it going and welcome to the Minute channel. Today we're gonna be doing something that I was thinking of doing for some time, but I do want to appreciate you guys on the Discord because this actually came from you guys there. I asked if there's any particular questions or anything that you wanted me to discuss, and you guys were really nice and gave me a lot of stuff. One of the things that came up over and over again a couple times is the way that why some Persona users seem to have additional abilities opposed to why some Persona users seems to have just the Persona ability and everything like that. So let's go ahead and discuss about that and how some of these things work and everything like that. So first of all, let's go ahead and tie in one thing. I did a video the other day, a couple days ago, regarding Jungian psychology and how that works out. One of the things that I discussed in the video is how personas came to be in Carl Jung's psychology, which is what is based on persona. Now, the persona in Carl Jung's psychology is the different kind of masks that we wear throughout the day, the different kind of personalities that we assume as we live through our days, whether you're at school or at the park or with your parents or whoever. So that will play a special role into what I'm going to talk about here. So, persona users. There's a lot of different parts of persona users that really throws off people sometimes because it kind of changes from game to game. Persona 1 and 2, particularly, Persona users are more like demon controllers. It's more tied to demons, more tied to the original Shin Megami Tensei games, so I'm not going to use them in examples here, but I will use a lot more of the stuff from Persona 3, 4, and 5 particularly. So a lot of the one of the main abilities, or one of the main things that distinguishes everybody from the main character is the ability to summon multiple personas. Now, as I just mentioned a minute ago, Carl Jung argued that everybody has multiple personalities because we wear multiple masks and we get through a day. However, in the purpose of the game, you as the main character should be able to have that ability because you have the wild card, and you're able to do that because you have, again, that kind of flexibility as far as your personality and stuff, which it does make sense because you are multiple people. Anybody's playing the main character, so I feel like that serves that purpose particularly. That is the number one ability. That is the ability which has more stuff. However, we've seen that other wildcards exist around, which as a different game progresses and everything like that. So it's interesting to see that dynamic play out and everything like that. I'll say that that's only an ability because of the wildcard, not because of the particular stuff. However, I think it's pretty interesting. However, in Persona 3 or Persona 4 or 5, we do see there are other ability users or Persona ability users that have additional stuff. For example, there's always a navigator, or so a Navi, for example. And Persona 3, we have two navigators. We have Mitsuru, who starts being a navigator. However, she does say that she doesn't have much range, or her particularly specialty is not that. So then we have Fuka, who is a full-time Navi, and she does that as her job. That's the only thing that she does, and that's what she does pretty well. However, her particular persona, not only does it activate during that time, I think she is actually able to sense things around her even when she's not with her, is actively using her persona. Persona 3 use that a lot, where their abilities sometimes are used at a later different times. Another persona user, which is another ability, is the healing ability, and not just the healer as the healer in the party. In Persona 3, we do see character Chidori, who is able to use her ability even without summoning her persona. She still uses her healing ability to heal somebody, and she does that repeatedly through the game. So that seems to be an ability to herself, and that has something to do, as the more as you play the games, it seems like it's something to do with your personality. Again, personality tied to the way that a persona is, opposed to what it is just something to do with being special or anything. That is more like the personality ties into how your persona is gonna play out and what the ability is gonna be like. Obviously, as the games progresses, whether it's Persona 4 or Persona 5, we do see multiple times here. We do have characters like well, a lot of this is gonna be spoiled from here on. Persona 5, obviously we have Akechi, who is shown later on in the game as somebody that has not one but two personas. So my theory behind this is that I don't think he actually has two personas. Loki is known to be a trickster, somebody that can manipulate people's emotions or hearts, or the way that they see things to perceive to be something else. You can see this in either in comics, in the Marvel comics, or you can see this in actual history, but he does have the ability to change himself into different parts or different people, because that's one of his abilities. So I do believe that his ability was able to kind of show a different side instead of the person who he actually was. That's why he has a different outfit and all kinds of stuff like that. That is the ability of Loki, not just because he had two different personas with two different outfits or something like that. So we do have other characters that have also other abilities and stuff, but again, I do believe that everything ties into their personality. And if you really think about it, Akechi was somebody that was living this life where he was really trying to live this double life. One, he was like this superhero, this person that everybody's admiring because he's solving all these crimes, and he's doing all this stuff that nobody is able to solve and see what's going on, and he's a special person. On the other hand, we also have the other side of him, which is actually the person behind the murders and person behind all this stuff like that. So you can see that dynamic play out in the way that his outfit just completely changes from white to black and everything like that. Maruki is another one that does show something similar to that. He does have the incredible desire to be able to help people. That's his main goal, both in life and his decision after certain events that happen in the game. And of course, as you see throughout the game, he does have that ability where he can change cognition to an extent, and he uses that to help people. So I do believe again that has something to do with the personality and the people that every person interacts with each other and everything, more than just a gimmick or a dynamic for a particular reason. Again, I do believe that this is all tied because some people just have particular traits, and you can see this over and over again as the game progresses, including the stats of the games. You know, every character has different stats, and the stats kind of make sense to the personality as well. For example, Ryuji and Kanji have very similar personalities, although they have completely different kind of people, but their personalities are really explosive and really strong and hard-headed and stuff like that, and they are both have electricity as their main attack power, and that kind of does make sense with the way that thunder and lightning works and everything like that. So again, I think it's more like a personality trait than anything else, but I do think it's interesting that there are particular people that have additional skills because of their persona, and that kind of plays an interesting dynamic in the game and everything. So it's a pretty interesting stuff like that. Hopefully what I said made sense today. Hopefully that kind of cleared up some stuff. But if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Let me know what is your favorite persona, and if you had a persona, like one thing that you will think about yourself, like this will be my persona because of this. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.